How's it going, everybody? This is Spikedaddy. This is 7 Days a Die, Day 1. Give you guys a little bit of a rundown here as far as for a good start on your first day. Now, I know everybody that's probably watching this has probably already seen me do this on stream a couple times, but some of you guys wanted me to make a YouTube video for more of a kind of tutorial thing. So, anyways, we just started out not that long ago. I started getting some of the quests done, beginner quests. Just kind of go through the motions, get them going. That's all you really need to worry about. Let's go ahead and let's get our 3 wood frames because we're not actually going to start our base just yet. Let's get these bad boys down. Let's go ahead and let's get them upgraded. We're going to go ahead and hit the gravel a little bit. We're going to get some stones out of it. So we can make our campfire. Said campfire. There we go. And there's our campfire. Alright. I believe that's that, and it's going to point us out to the nearest trader, which is just up the hill there, which we're not going to worry about going to just yet. So, in the beginning here, first I will say this and that I am the Spikedaddy, of course, that makes the XML files and that XP Crafted's actually using right now. I know he's giving me a couple plugs in on it as well, so that's pretty awesome of him. But I figured that I would get this going because, like I said, some of you guys wanted to see this on YouTube just for kind of a reference. Okay, first things first, I got to clarify with everybody. Stone Axe level 25 versus Stone Axe level 24. 24 is 15.78. We'll make another one because this could save you some stone. Not much, but some. 15.78. 15.78. You see? You see what I'm kind of getting at there? You can repair your Stone Axe a couple times before it starts to lose block damage. Your entity damage went down by 0.01. Ooh. So that just saves up on it because it only takes 1 wood to repair a stone axe, or 1 stone, sorry, to repair a stone axe, compared to 4 stone, 2 wood, and some plant fibers. So just might be something worthwhile down the road. Yeah, just get your basic stuff going. Let's go ahead and let's grab some more wood here so we can get some more arrows. Actually, we need to make, I want to make a stone shovel. There we go. Alright, stone shovel. So, day 1, it is almost 9 o'clock in the morning here. We do have a town up over here. First thing that I like to do, of course, is to get some resources here and there before you kind of go by the town. We're going to set up base actually out in this area, not inside of town. We're actually not even going to go do that much looting in the beginning. A lot of people get it wrong when they first start the game. They go through, okay, they get some of the quests done and that. They might go see the trader and whatnot, which is all fun and dandy. But then they automatically start going into towns and looting stuff and this and that. While that is beneficial, a lot of people, what mistakes they make is they're not really prepared. They're not really geared. They're not really, you know, essentially ready for going out and doing that just yet. Because, okay, so you go through and you loot right away in the beginning. You're going to get so full on everything because you're going to keep everything, and then you end up with a full inventory, no place to store it, and then you're like, okay, let's go build a base. Or you might go out and loot, and then realize, oh, it's day 5. We need a base. Let's go take over a prefab. There's nothing wrong with going over and taking over a prefab. I mean, even XP himself proved that it's survivable for sure. But if you want a really good way to get started, that's what this tutorial is essentially for. My goal is to, hopefully by the end of day 1, have a base that's built near a town that you can loot before the hopefully the 6 days before the horde. That is day 7 ready, with very minimal things needed to be done to it in between day 2 and day 7. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, I'm just gathering up, you know, some stone and whatnot. That one's broken. We can actually scrap because we did make a level 25 one. We'll throw a shovel in there. I'm going to keep my land claim block. You are good to scrap it if you want. If you want 150 black iron, I guess is what they call it now. It used to be called scrap iron, so if you hear me say scrap iron, that's what I'm referring to. No zombies yet. Okay, cool. So we're going to break up some boulders. After we get a couple more boulders here and that, we're actually going to go and do a quick little look around for our first zombie. Now, the reason why that I want to go kill me a couple zombies is a couple reasons. One, I want to get some experience. In the beginning, zombies give you a lot more experience than beating on a rock, than building a base, than digging up dirt, clay, gravel. Zombies literally will give you almost like a third experience of your bar, or like a fifth experience of your bar, so it's just better to hunt them. Take them out, you know, individual little ones. That doesn't mean going to the city and start running around like crazy and bringing all the zombies out unless you just know what you're doing. So, let's go ahead and let's get our bow down. Put our torch up here. Let's move some stuff around here. Do we have arrows? We only got 7 arrows. Let's make all the arrows. When you get your bow, you hit R to load it for the first time. Afterwards, you don't have to hit R anymore. It will just automatically reload for you. We got some good clay spots out here. There's a bag. Now, just because I say don't loot doesn't mean, you know, ignore all looting containers and all that stuff like that, because you might find some good stuff like that, you know? And one thing you do not want to ignore, though, is bird's nest. If you happen to just come across any of them, just grab them. That's your, honest to God, best thing to do. Since this is on Neviscane, I do know the map a little bit. It's been a while since I've actually played it. I know they extended it out a little bit since, I think, Alpha 15, was it? Or was it Alpha 14? I don't remember when the last time I really played. I took a pretty decent hiatus from 7 Days to Die because of Ark Survival Evolved, and then Dark and Light came out, and that was kind of a letdown for a little bit. Then I went back over to Ark Survival as well. So let's walk around here. Now, zombies normally won't spawn in your area, so you kind of have to actively go out and find your first victim. So we're going to go do that. In the meantime, the reason why that we also want to find a zombie is not just because of experience, but it's also because to get a bone. You want a large bone, so you can make a bone shiv, because that right there. Okay, I see deer. Let's see if we can find a zombie nearby. Yeah, Mr. Deer, you go ahead and stay over there. Okay, we know where a deer is at. Now, you could just kill him and hit him with your stone axe. You will still get some resources, but you're not going to get a lot of resources. You're going to get a lot more resources if you have a bone shiv. You're going to get more meat, more leather. There's another deer. I didn't just like lag, did I? Nope, the deer is over there still. Well, boy, I'm really tempted just to kill one of the deer, get the bones from that guy, and then, aha, there we go. Hi, I'm right here. Yes, you can run that way. I need to kill you. Aha. Aha. Hi, dude. How are you? You're having a very bad day, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You're having a bad day. Okay. So we're going to whack at him a little bit with the stone axe. Now, you could just wait here for the body to decompose and then turn into a little zombie pile of goop, basically, and then try to get a bone from it that way, but I ain't got time for that. Here's where you can get a bone. There we go. We got a bone. Alright. I don't want to equip it. Dum-dum. Bone shiv. That's what I want. Okay, we have a bone shiv now. Now we can hunt animal. So, let's go see what we got here. There's a deer. Does take a little bit to get the aim down. Once you get the aim down, you're pretty good. So we got the one right here. Let's go ahead and harvest it up. So I guess while we're going through and we're doing this, we're going to go back and get the other deer. But I'll tell you a little bit more about the XML files here. So, of course, resource gathering is cranked up. Stack sizes are cranked up a little bit. They're double for most of this stuff, most of the important stuff. You know, wood, stone, clay, crushed sand, and all that stuff like that is cranked up to 12,000 per stack as opposed to 6,000. I did increase the stacks on consumables as far as like water and whatnot, because 15 jars of water was kind of crap in my opinion. I'm not sure why it's still at 15. But I increased the stack size of those. Alright, we got another bird's nest. Ooh, we got a couple bird's nests here. I did make the edit as well. The scrap helmet for the schematic and the iron helmet for the schematic also take now, instead of the standard stuff for it, also take a flashlight and duct tape, and it gives the effect of the miner's helmet on both of those type of helmets. So that's always a really cool thing to have. I mean, come on, you're handcrafting it. It's not that hard to just take a flashlight, some duct tape, and there you go. So, is that the deer? No, it's not the deer. Where was the deer at? Was it up over on this hill? My guess is the zombie that's walking around over here pushed it a little bit. So it's probably up over this other hill. No. Is it just gone? Am I just SOL? I think I'm probably just SOL. Well, that is unfortunate, but oh well. Let's not let it slow us down. So we're going to dig up some clay. We're going to get some cobblestone rocks rolling. And then we're going to make some flagstone blocks and see if we can get a foundation down for a base. Bugs me that I can't find that other deer. Sorry, it's eating at me. A little bit of behind the scenes here in that I started recording this right here earlier and realized that I accidentally hit the I fat fingered the record button, so I didn't record for like the first half hour. So yeah, so much of a tutorial. That's why I'm actually starting over now. So if it feels like that, I feel like that I'm not really explaining some things here and there a little bit more thoroughly, as far as like the XML files and all that stuff like that, is because I've already done it once. But yeah, you can tell that I don't do the recording. I normally just stream. So, but let's go through. I really wish I knew where the heck that deer was. 2 and 3. How awesome! Give me something good. Ooh, thank you. That was something good actually. Water and food like that. I will take it. Let's see here. See if we can't find another deer over here. I'm just really shocked that that deer just like up and disappeared. I mean, for all I know, we could just be going in the wrong complete area. That zombie that was walking by in this direction over here, and that could have spooked it, and it could have ran the dang deer all the way into the city, all the way into the town, which is a good possibility. I mean, that's the way the game goes. Good lord, holy cow, bird's nest. So yeah, stack sizes on everything was normally doubled. The crafting time for iron, which is scrap iron basically, there's a rabbit. There's no way we're gonna hit a rabbit with a bow and arrow. You can try all you want, you might get a lucky shot, you might get it, congratulations, that's awesome. But for the majority of us, even seasoned veterans such as myself, good luck. I'm not gonna waste my time on them. So we're up past here by the farmhouse now. which is where I kind of don't want to build by because, well, farms have a tendency of bringing dogs in. And I don't want dogs. Not yet. Not until we make a blunderbuss. Then they can bring the dogs on. I'm just looking out for any potential chance to find another deer. Because one thing that I like to do day one, or attempt to do day one, is to get enough animal hide to make 20 leather, to make the bellows, and then make our wonderful forge. So I think in this case right here, what we're going to do is we're just going to focus on our building, because it's already 11 o'clock, and crafting cobblestone does take a good amount of time. So let's kind of head back over towards this town over here. Now there is a working stiff tool shop over there that I wouldn't mind actually setting up by, because if I'm not mistaken, there's a good chance we might get a wrench in there. And a wrench would be really nice, because if we can get up there enough, we can get a workbench. And a workbench day 1, day 2 or so would be phenomenal. Now I know it seems like that it's moving fast and that, and yes, the XML files do make the game a little bit more, I shouldn't say easier, because it still has a challenge to it. Like my servers and that, they're not, you know, they're not difficulty 2 or 1 or anything like that. They're difficulty 4. This is difficulty 4. This is also feral mode, which means at nighttime in that, if you get a wandering horde that walks by your base a little bit too close, they are going to sense you. They are going to come and attack. So it does make it a little bit more harder. So this is kind of just a way to kind of balance it out. So it feels like you're getting stuff done, basically. You know, because I mean, I remember when Alpha 16 first came out and they got rid of the whole resource gain after you got done knocking down his tree. You would get like 80 or, you know, 100 wood or something like that when you finally knocked it all the way down. They got rid of that. So it just feels like that you spend literally all you do in this game is you gather resources to upgrade or maintain your base. Maybe do a day worth of looting, maybe to try finding something better, like a better gun or a couple schematics here and there, and then wait for the horde. And you do that over and over and over again, and it does get a little bit monotonous. It's kind of nice to be able to go through and loot and explore and do all that other sort of thing like that. So going out, you know, late game, like I'm level 80 something on the server where everybody else plays on right now. I got a steel fire axe. I've got my 169er maxed out already. I can take down 1 or 2 trees and get, you know, half a stack, if not more, wood. So it makes it to where, oh, I need wood for, you know, the day or for the next couple days and that. All right, just boom, 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 boom. It's done. It's over with. I don't have to go chop down 30 trees in order to get all the wood that I need to, you know, finish upgrading my base. Now, here we go. Uh-oh, stripper. With everything hanging out. Come out. There you go. Bam. Nothing. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that deer either completely ran somewhere where I don't just see it at all, or what. So, anyways, we got the city here. We do have a couple houses. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to loot any houses. What we need to do is we need to find leather. Okay, leather is definitely an important thing to try finding right now. Ooh, gun parts. Let's get rid of the cotton. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need any of the seeds. We can scrap those. We already got a bone. We can get rid of that. Don't need a club. Okay. I'm going to run along the side here and that. I'm going to see if I can't find another deer. Actually, I think I might have just figured out a way to solve our leather issue. Our animal hide / leather issue. Now, some stores will have, or some stores or some houses will have, you know, like the really nice leather couches, the black ones, right? So what we're gonna do, plain and simple, let's go ahead and let's repair this bad boy. I could have sworn I dug clay. Did I get clay? I did get clay. Alright, let's craft up some cobblestone rocks, that way we're not wasting total time. Axe, thank you. Oh, no, let's break this one out. We should be able to get some leather in here. Look at that, right here. Black couches. Get some leather. This will get us set up with a forge, which would be awesome. We got 16 plus we got 6 of those. We actually have enough, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish clearing these out. Maybe we'll get 20 so we don't have to utilize the other animal hide. Alright, so that takes care of that part. So normally most people come in here and go, oh, let's loot the rest of this. Well, this is a very big building that'll take you close to the end of the day, and you'll end up living on the roof for the night, which is okay. That's completely feasible. You can do that. That's no big deal. Have at it. But if you want to get established early on to where you can easily loot this whole town right here, go back to your base, unload everything, go back out and loot and do it efficiently and be ready for the horde night, then this would be the way that I would recommend doing it. Let's go ahead and let's break through here. Breaking through there, that's fine. Actually, can we sneak over here? Hi, buddy. You wanna come over here? Nope. Right here, dude. Oh, for the love of God. Aha! I hit you. There's a door there. Come on. Whatever. The reason why that we're going through this house right here is we're going to see if we can check the sink, see if we can get a wrench. If we can't get a wrench, we find the toilet, we break the toilet down. Are you just going to break all the things down for me, dude? Ooh. Yeah, come this way. Now let's not get hit, preferably. Just got to kite him around. Go to the other side. Kite him around. Come back down, shoot him in the head, take care of him. Okay, we did wake up Big Bertha. These ones go down a little harder. Over the other side. There we go, we have another level. Let's go and sneak because there was another guy right here. Get another round off. Yeah. And now he dead too. Alright. Perfectly executed. Sinks. Oh, look at that. Short iron pipes. We actually don't even need to loot the rest of this. We already got what we came for. But we might as well loot the kitchen just to see if we get any kind of things that are useful. Canned food. Cooking pot. You know, something along that lines would be a really good find right now. So, and we don't find any of them, so we'll just leave it at that. There's another sink in there, though. So I do want to check that out real quick. Hey, look at that, more of those. Awesome. You know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of the glass and keep the bottle of murky water. Ooh, a shotgun stock, too. Now, I would normally say to keep the cans, but since we've already kind of got everything we really need, let's go to that. That's upstairs. Whatever. You go ahead and stay upstairs. Enjoy your fun breaking down stuff, because I'm outie. Let's go find a place to make a base, shall we? I definitely want to make it close to the city here. So, you know what? Actually, here. Let's go this way so we're closer to the trader. Now, you're definitely going to want a flat place to build. Now, like I said, you can take over a prefab if you want to. That's completely always up to you on how you want to play. I don't really care for prefabs. A couple reasons. One, if you don't have enough stuff placed in there, there's a chance that you might leave your base, come back, and things might have sleepers in them. The other aspect is the fact that there's really no defensive purpose to it other than it's pre-built wall in that sort of nature. Let's take you out. Okay, we do have cobblestones already made up. We actually don't need paper right now. We'll get rid of paper, we'll get rid of that. Because I actually want to dig up some more clay. We're going to need a lot of clay, we're going to need a lot of stone. Because we're doing everything out of cobblestone to make flagstone blocks. Because it goes flagstone blocks to cobblestone blocks to concrete to reinforced concrete. Compared to wood frames, so it goes wood frames to completed wood to second tier wood to third tier wood with iron around it. Then it goes to scrap iron 2, then concrete. So you're burning through a lot more resources that aren't really necessary in order to get your base up to the concrete level. Now, it does take a little while to make the flagstone, but it's very cheap. It is very effective. So we're just going to keep going until our little shovel here breaks. Just kind of keep it rolling. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a trick. We actually are the next level. Let's go ahead. We're going to go into toolsmithing. We're going to go into quick crafter, sexual Tyrannosaurus, bad mechanic, miner 69er, and we might as well make weaponsmithing as well. Why not? And I think health nut? Yeah, health nut. Alright, we gotta take care of this person real quick. Come on now. Come on. And zerp. Come on, one more. And... oh. I hate these ones. Those ones are always annoying in that because they put their hand up, and sometimes the hitbox will hit their hand instead of their head, even though you're aiming straight at their head. It's kind of annoying. Let's go over here. Let's go ahead and we'll scrap that. Now we'll scrap that one. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make all new. Because now we are at quality 50, which is definitely better than 25, because it's essentially the next kind of level. Might as well get another one. Oh crap, I shot a pig. Not really what I wanted to do. Didn't want to shoot you, piggy. I was not aiming at you. Don't be mad at me. Thank you. I hate these ones too. Honestly, I hate most of the zombies in that, but... this one, the crazy disco hand guy where he's like, freaking out like some spastic person. Those ones are the worst ones. Other thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our bone shiv, get rid of it, pick up another bone, go to recipes, make another bone shiv, higher quality. Which I probably should have done earlier, but oh well. So we're going to take our shovel. Now, normally you can just bang on boulders and you'll get plenty of stone and other resources that way. But we need to get stone relatively quicker, so we're going to use a shovel, which of course, as you see, you get 19 per swing with these XML files, with 1 point into miner 69er. Let's go ahead and dig these up right here. Every once in a while when you're digging, don't get tunnel vision and just keep digging like this and not pay attention around you, because zombies don't always make noise when they are coming up over to you to attack you. Sometimes you get the ones that are nice and silent, and sometimes you get the loud ones. So we'll go through, we're going to dig up some of this right here. We're going to go dig up some clay, and I'll actually be right back. Alright folks, we're back. We just started digging up some clay. I figured I'd come back real quick. We did hit level 5, so I am going to scrap that bad boy out, because level 5 is your next tier for your weapon and toolsmithing. So go ahead and put into those. Quick crafting player 10, so we can't put it into there yet. Athletics, we need level 10. Now with our skill points, you do get 15 per level, so you definitely have plenty to kind of hand out. So what I'm going to do just for this particular case right here, for kind of speed rushing to hurry up and get a base built, hopefully before Nightfall Day 1, is I'm going to buy mining tools to level 10 and get miner 69er level 2. Let's go ahead and put a pause on those. We'll put a pause on those. Let's go ahead and let's make... Am I missing something here? Another stone axe, stone shovel. We can get rid of that one. There we go. So you see, just putting that one more point into miner 69er, that doubled our yield per swing, basically. So a lot higher resource gathering. This right here is honestly the type of resource gathering you would see with iron tools when you're level like 25, 30 or so, with at least 2 or 3 points in the miner 69er on vanilla settings. So let's dig this guy right here out. That takes care of that. Let's go ahead and we're going to take out another rock right here because I do want to get more raw iron. Since we do have enough for a forge, we want to make sure we have a good amount of raw iron for you know, just smelting it, make some iron tools, forged steel, or not forged steel, but forged iron. So yeah, we're gonna go through and do this. Oh, you know what? We should queue up the cobblestone again. Like I said, always make sure you're kind of crafting the beginning stage, especially if you're gonna try shooting for the same goal that I'm shooting for as well. You want to make sure to always be crafting cobblestone when you can, especially when you're digging, smashing rocks, whatever. So, even though this looks a little bit boring, this is essentially what you're going to do in the beginning of the game. Let's go ahead and let's take another tree real quick. I did queue up like 100 arrows or so. I was getting kind of low on them. I could make like 300 and some, but you don't want to spend that much time crafting it, in my opinion. Alright, so we already searched that one, which means we already searched that one. Okay. So I think right about here is probably a good little spot to clear out an area. Now to save time, you don't have to break these out, but you do want to go through and make sure there's like no nothing really in the way. The bushes right here, and that will prevent blocks from being placed down. Of course, trees, birds' nests, snowberries, cotton, small stone. Make sure you pick all those up in the area that you want to be building in. So we're going to break that down. Let's see here. Pine seed. I don't need a pine seed. Grab the cotton. We don't actually need the snowberry. So this right here looks like a relatively nice area. I think I'm going to build a little bit into the gravel here. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright, so what don't we need right now on us? Well, even though we gathered a bunch of crushed sand, that's not going to be needed until you get into the concrete tier. We do already have some glass jars, so we're going to go ahead and pitch it. Let's go ahead and let's drink some water. Let's eat our can of chili. Let's go ahead and scrap that. We got a good amount of cobblestone right now, so let's go ahead and let's make a bunch of cobblestone blocks. Let's re-queue up those. We'll put our blocks down here. Cotton we can get rid of. We really don't need cotton right away. Cotton used to be a great thing to gather in the beginning because you could make cloth armor pretty quick. Actually, do we want to build there? Or should we build a little bit farther away? I think we're going to build a little bit farther away, guys. I think right over here is a little bit nicer of an area, except for this guy being annoying. Don't care. I kind of don't want to build over top of an intersection. So, it's all about location, guys. So, it's close nearby other things. Actually, right here. It's a nice and flat area. Just got to clear out a couple things. Yeah, this will be perfect. Pick up the small stones. Break all these devils out. Because what we're going to do... Now, it is going to seem like a little bit of a large base when we start placing it down, but there's a reason for it. So let's go ahead and clear some more of this out. What we're going to do is we're going to make a 13 by 13. Now, that does sound like a lot. Yes, I know. But you'll see what I mean in a little bit here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 12, 13. And that's okay since we misplaced that one. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and take this tree out because it is in the way. That was plenty of wood. We won't need really any more wood, I don't think, outside of that. Okay, so we got our little square, right? Seems like a big spot to fill in, which we will fill it all in eventually, but we're more likely going to be more focused on this part. So this outer part is going to have pillars like this going up it, plus it's going to have flagstone poles going across. So we need to have a spot where we can actually place down our stuff. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to place one down. We're going to go 1, 2, and then 3, and place one down. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to go in 4. So actually, we don't need to break that. Never mind. Sorry. One right here. And then one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and then 4. All right. So this is going to be our little tiny small starter base, basically, is what it's going to be. Now, you can see how it's definitely not that big. There's really not that much room in it, but this base design is a little bit cool in the sense that... Okay, the only reason why that I'm actually doing this part right here, normally I would just leave it flat like that and start working on the outside part, but I don't know if I'm going to hit my quota. So I want to make sure that I'm going to. Alright, we're still crafting up more of them, which is good. We got more cobblestone made up. Let's actually do the bellows and we'll get our forge going. So here we go. Okay, bam, just like that. Let's also get a storage chest going. This is our base location, so we'll go ahead and we'll throw down the bedroll, just in case we die. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. We're going to leave one open spot right here for a way up top. There we go. See what I mean? Small stone in the way. Can't place it. Hate that so much. Okay, bellows is done. Let's make our forge. After the forge, cobblestone rocks. Make it a thing. Now, having a workbench early on is an amazing thing to have, so if you're actually close to the trader, and the trader's not in a gnarly area, like this one right here I'm pretty sure is up in the snow biome, because right up over that way is the snow area, so I don't really want to keep running back and forth to the snow area because it is kind of cold over there. But there we go, we got our forge. So, forge, let's go ahead and we'll throw like 30 minutes or so worth of wood in here. There we go. Let's throw some iron in there. Let's go ahead and let's dig up some clay, which actually happens to be right across the way here. How awesome is that? That's a good amount of clay. Go up here. Throw the clay in there. Turn that bad boy on. We'll get that smelting up. I'm going to run back up over here to where we started digging out the gravel already. Because we are going to need more stone to make more cobblestone. That's a disturbed tourist. I do not want to tangle with him yet. He just takes too many arrows. Go ahead and we'll dig up some of this. Now, as you notice, since we're getting a lot more resources, our experience per hit with the shovel is definitely going up quite a bit. I'm hoping that we can hit level 10 before we actually finish our base. So here's a little recap of our goal. Our goal is to have a defendable base before they run, and hopefully level 10 before they run as well. Might as well throw in iron tools too, maybe. Because right there's level 8. And we'll just keep on digging. And while we're doing this, we're also crafting up the cobblestone. So we're kind of killing time right now, because we are actually just waiting for the cobblestone to be created so we can make yet more blocks. There's level 9. So yeah, level 10 is going to be really easy to hit. It's really easy to hit it with these XMLs. So let's just keep on going. We'll see if we can hit level 10. Once we hit level 10, we'll run back over, start digging up some clay. So we did just put like 1,000 or so in the forge. We do need to get some more stamina, so let's drink a little bit. Now, if you do plan on using this path for your mini bike when you do potentially find one, just come over here with some dirt and fill it in. Level 10. Alright, let's do this. Level 10, we're going to go into those two right there. We're going to go into quick crafting. And I think that is all we're really going to worry about right now. Let's go ahead and go into the Survivor, the Camel. Both gear, you see we still have plenty of points left over. Let's go ahead and get our athletics to level 10. Sexual Tyrannosaurus. We only need to put 9 points in, so let's go ahead and put those 9 points in. Minor 69 or level 3. Let's go dig some clay. We should get quite a bit. Actually, we need to, do we have wood? We got all that stuff. Good. Let's go ahead and make our, stone shovel. Let's unqueue those. That was at 8 minutes left to make all of them. Now we're going to queue it up until like 6 minutes. A lot faster. Now we should get a lot more. Yep, 100 clay per swing. That's pretty freaking sweet. So quite literally 10 swings and we get 1,000 of them. It's beautiful. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get kind of an even number of clay to stone ratio. So we can definitely make it all into cobblestone rocks. balls, that was gravel. And what I'll try doing as well is I'll try getting it set up to where I can get the XML files in the description as well, so you guys can download them. I'll see if I can write up a quick little tutorial on how to do that as well. Actually, it's really easy to do, guys. If you guys know where your XML file, where all your files are for XML, for 7 Days to Die, it should be underneath your Steam apps in the common, in the 7 Days to Die folder, and then in the data folder, and then you go into the config folder, and you'll see all the .xml files in there. So once you get in there, you're going to copy everything inside of that folder, and you're going to paste it into a new folder somewhere, like in your documents or your desktop or something like that, just so you know where it's at. And then you're going to take the zip file that I'll put in the description below. You're going to extract them, and you're going to copy them and then replace the files that are in the original XML folder. Once you do that, let's go ahead and let's get those bad boys going. We got some more of those to put in. Alright, we got more of those being made up. Awesome. Let's go ahead and let's make some blocks. Let's not make that many yet. Let's only do... it's like 64 of them. So let's cancel that. And then we're going to do like... let's do like 100 poles. And then we'll re-queue up the cobblestone. Well, we don't need to make that many. Let's do like 999 plus 1 for 1,000. Alright, so now that we've got those, we'll wait for this to craft up too, because then we can get a iron shovel, iron fire axe, iron pickaxe. Iron pickaxe is going to be the first thing I'm going to go for, so we can start getting more iron. And that of course takes 20. So there's the 20. We're going to start with the corners here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be the same height as that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So now let's figure out the center. So this right here should be the essential center. So if we go over 1, and we go over yet another one, this will give us our center kind of support. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that one right there. We'll break this one right here out. This is the time where we can actually scrap that. Let's cancel all of these, scrap that, and let's make the pickaxe. It'll be a lot quicker to break them up. So then while that's waiting for that, we'll do this. 1, 2, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, right? So there should be 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, cool. So then we'll go up over here. This is just to make it so it's structurally sound, basically. Okay, let's go ahead and fill these in. Iron pick is done. Awesome. Let's go ahead and break these up real quick. This episode is probably going to run a little long. I should say this tutorial. I don't know if I'll do another one afterwards, unless you guys want to see more. Unless you guys want to see how I go up until like day 7 or something like that for a playlist or something, then just let me know what you think in the comments, I guess. I mean, that's... I'm not looking to do YouTube for any kind of money or anything like that, but putting out useful information, that's always a pretty nice idea to do, you know? Kind of help out some folks. Let's actually get the poles going right now. Let's go and make 100 of them. Get some cobblestone rocks going. We'll just pause it when we get to a certain point. Okay, so here is how this base essentially is going to work out. Now this right here I feel like is one of the best kind of base designs in my opinion. You're going to take the poles, flagstone poles, advanced rotation. When it goes up like that, just find the area that it matches up with, like this. And there's one wall. We're going to put blocks up along the top ridge there. Now you're saying, well, what the heck does that help? When, even though zombies can't get through this, there's still a block below. So what's that going to do? Well, on the outside, you're going to have 2 rows of spikes that are upside down. So they actually sit on top of them. The spikes break out their legs, turn them into crawlers, then they stick their head over top of this chopping block for you to just basically just smack. Just as simple as that. It's a very nice design. I've seen multiple people use it. I don't know where it essentially originated from in that. I originally kind of had the idea of doing this particular type of build, but I was using quarter blocks. And then I think it was either Cage848 or it was Z Nation FFS. I think he was one that I was watching as well at the particular time when I learned about this type of build. And I seen them doing it with the concrete poles, and I'm like, oh crap, you can do it with the poles? Because the one thing that I had a problem with the quarter blocks is, of course, the quarter blocks is a lot thicker. So being able to shoot through them and hit through them was kind of a pain in the rear. These poles right here are phenomenal for doing this. Let's go ahead and let's get the bottom row done, just in case we get any kind of wandering horde. Because like I said, this is difficulty 4, it is feral mode, so at nighttime these guys are going to definitely know what's going on. Now it's not like they run during the day as you've seen, which I am eventually going to start up a server for streaming for doing that, because I just think it'll be fun. I'm a sucker for punishment, I guess. Oh, was that all of them? Okay, so we need more poles. Let's go ahead and let's get all the rest of the poles done. Again, we make 59. That's way too many. No, not 40. Let's do like 35. Then we'll queue up some more of these. Let's do just 500. And we can do copy rotation. Actually, I'm going to need a lot more than that because we still need to do the upper level on the other one. We got those done. Well, maybe we might be able to get away with this many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Come on. Copy rotation. Is that actually all of them? Haha, we don't need to do the other ones. Stop. Thank you. Sweet. Those are done. Those crafted up relatively quick. Let's go ahead and let's get some blocks going. Let's go ahead and pause that. Get some more cobblestone rocks going. We're going to keep those flagstone blocks or flagstone poles just in case something happens. In case a zombie comes in and actually breaks one of them out. This right here, the outer wall right here, outside of getting your interior part right here done, is the most important part of it. You can work on the interior here and the top part here and that during the nighttime if you don't happen to make the deadline. Which I don't know if we're going to either, because we did spend a little bit too much time, in my opinion, going out and looking for a friggin' deer. But that was my own friggin' fault. We actually only need one more, so let's do the one more. Bam. Alright, so that part right there is done. We got our storage chest. Let's put our storage chest up top here. Now, one of the reasons why that I like putting the storage chest up top is, well, a couple different reasons. First reason, it keeps it out of the ground floor, so it's a little bit more, less crowded, I guess you can call it. Plus, if a zombie does get in here somehow, and he goes through and he starts breaking through shit, yeah, he might break your forge, but he's not going to break your storage chest. So that's a really nice thing to do. I like putting storage chests in the beginning of the game and up top. So it's 18:30 right now. We got a pretty decent start. Let's go ahead and put these inside of there. We don't need any more things for tools. We can keep our arrows. We can put the Lang black. We can actually put our torch out real quick, just to give us a little bit of light in the area. Let's go ahead and put these guys away. Those poles we can put away. That we can put away. Can of chicken stock. Let's actually eat that real quick, just to get our food up a little bit more. Let's get rid of you. Let's go in here. Let's make our anvil. Now this is one thing that I like to do, is make sure to get the anvil up and going. Because even though we don't need it right now, I like making storage boxes as opposed to storage chests, because I like setting my cooking campfire on top of it. So that should be enough of those for right now. Let's go ahead and let's make some more blocks. Yeah, 83 more. And it's just basically just alternating between the two, between making, you know, cobblestone or flagstone blocks and then making cobblestone rocks, and back and forth. I did not mean to rhyme there, by the way. Now, the nice thing about this particular base design right here is this one right here also allows for the use of blade traps in a particular fashion. Okay, so for example, blade traps are 3x3. So in the center, if you put a blade trap here, it would actually take up these ones around the outside here as well. So if we put a blade trap on the third high block, on this side right here, on the north side facing of this block, it'll take up that one, this one, and outside the edge as well. So then you go over 2, so right here we actually would break this out, which actually, you know what? We are going to break it out, because if I do continue to play on this, this is where I want my base. I mean, this is a good spot for a base. So we're going to break it out, because you're going to put a flagstone plate there, upgrade it, and another blade trap's going to go there. Skip 2. This one right here would be a blade trap. Let's see here, right? That's right, there's 2, yep, 2 there. So 1, 2, and then we're going to break this one right here out. Now, since this is, you know, 4 blocks off the ground, which will entail be 3 blocks once we get our spikes down here, we don't have to worry about zombies coming in through that little tiny hole right there. At least not until horde night. Dogs can't climb vertically up, so dogs aren't going to come through there. They're not going to come through down here because it's not technically a full open block, which is what's required for a crawler and for dogs to get through. And once the wood spikes break everything out, basically, break out their legs, they all turn into crawlers. So their heads literally just stick across there. Let's see here. Oh, cool. We're done with the blocks now. Yay. Here I am talking, wasting time. rest of these right here filled in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a hole right there. Because we need a way to get in and out of this place, right? I mean, that only essentially makes sense. Ooh, maybe we shouldn't have done it there. Maybe we should have done it on this side. Yeah, crap, let's do it on that side. Alright, so we're going to take out this one. Should have thought about that before I placed them all down. So this is where your hatch is going to be. We're going to dig out. We're going to dig down 6 blocks. Go over however many blocks it takes. And then we're going to come back up, and that's where our hatch entrance is into the base. That way there's no doors, because zombies, of course, path to doors. Let's see here. We got more of those being made up. Let's go ahead and make 10 of those guys. Let's make those guys. Let's queue up more cobblestone rocks. Yeah, we don't need to do iron yet, so we are essentially good for the horde, not the horde night, but the nighttime. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig down. So once I get this right here done, I will be right back. So I just want to come back real quick here in that, just to let you guys know, because this is going to be quite a level jump from the last time that it paused to now, because I am literally coming across a gravel vein, I guess you could call it. So as you can see, the experience gain that you get from digging out gravel is absolutely awesome. So we're just going to keep doing this right here. I guess I might as well go over the reason why that we're digging out so far out instead of going popping up on the other side. You're going to have 2 rows of spikes, and you're going to have 2 rows for a flagstone wedge and a flagstone wedge tip. So you're going to have to go up 4 more blocks past that. So you have to go at least 5 blocks out from the outer part of your base. And we were 2 blocks in, so you have to go out, you know, at least 7 or 8 or so. So I'm pretty sure we did that. So let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So actually that's perfect because we'll actually go up from here. Let's go ahead and repair you. Stop you guys. Craft you guys. We're gonna go straight up. And there's the surface. Now we have to dig one more row upwards. There we go. Jump up here. Let's go ahead and let's grab our ladders. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go up. Gonna pop right out here. Put you there. Put you right there. And just to make it so it's nice, we're gonna go ahead and dig you out. Let me make sure that I did this right here. So there's 1 row of spikes, 2 row of spikes, that one, and then that. Perfect. So, yeah, 8 of them. 8 out from where you're at if you're following this completely exact. And you want to dig the blocks that are around this area, because we're going to throw down some flagstone blocks, throw a hatch on it. Bam. Let's make a hatch. Even if it's just a simple wooden one, it's fine. Now to place it, you notice where the handle is. You want the handle at the same side that your ladder's on. So the ladder's facing this way, I want the handle facing this way. Open it up, that way you can run right into it and then go down. Now I do want to dig, not that, god dang it, this. Just so you can go down a little bit better. And I normally always finish digging those out, because I hate that. And we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Nope, wrong one. I like having 3 high. I don't know why, but I just do. You can get by with 2 high, but I just like the 3 high. Oh shoot, we stopped the crafting of all the good stuff. Let's go back up here. Let's make some more blocks. How many can we make? You know what? Yeah, we'll do it. That's fine. If we make a little bit too many more, then we make too many more. I'm fine with that. Because I am going to line this tunnel. Because I don't like leaving the. Actually, no, we actually don't need to make that many more because we do have quite a few already. But that's okay. We'll wait until that hits like 100 or so, because we still got to do the ceiling at the base, and we also need to do this. Bam. Yeah, this video is going to run a little long for sure. Number 5. Bam. Like it. Like it a lot. Let's go ahead and let's dig this right here up so we don't get caught on it when we come back down. There we go. Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we need 1 more. So let's go down. Make a wooden ladder. Those. Thank you. Go up, place you. Let's go ahead and let's make a hatch. Bam. Where's the handle at? There's the handle. Perfect. Alright, so our essential tunnel is essentially usable, and it's not done in my eyes because I'm going to land the whole thing with flagstone all around it, make it look really nice, so it's not as claustrophobic, but for the time being, that's perfect. That works for me. You know what, we actually have a lot of wood. Let's actually get working on the log spikes. So this is essentially 13, so it's going to take 15, 15, 15, and 15. And if I'm not mistaken, 15 to 4 is 60, so let's make 60 of them. That'll do 1 full row around the outside at least. Then we'll have to definitely go get some more wood. So actually, let's focus on that part, and let's go get that part done. But let's actually do some wedges. We're going to need a lot of wedges. Oh, I need a fire axe actually. Or an axe. Just an axe. Okay, what do we got? 17 of them. So what do we need? 43? Yeah, that sounds about right. And wedge. Make them all. Alright, let's take the trees down that are really close to the base that we're going to have to take out anyways. Make sure to close the hatch. We've got 1 hour in game, but I would actually say right now already we are actually in a defendable position if we happen to get like a wandering horde of some nature. So if you're able to get it done at this point in time right here, congratulations, you done did it. It's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and actually break the well, here, let's do this first. Let's get this part right here out of the way. So there's 60 of them. So I'm going to do a quick little tutorial. So you got the spike, advanced rotation, left click, brings it out. We'll go ahead and we'll throw some of these down. So I'm just going to show you what I'm essentially going to do, and then I'll cut and come back when it's fully completed. So now we got our wedges. So we got our wedge, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's actually pause that for the moment and actually do the wedge tip. Just to do 4, just to show you what it's going to look like. One, 2, 3, 4. So it's a nice, easy incline that goes up to the spikes and whatnot. Now you could just use a ramp, but I've found that, especially during Horde Night, they have a tendency of attacking if they can't get to you right away, like if there's too many zombies in the way or whatever like that, and they will attack the ramp because it's such a steep incline. Having the wedge and then the wedge tip makes it so they don't attack it as much, which is great. So I'm going to cut here and I'll come back with the full build essentially done. You've already kind of seen everything that I've kind of had to show you, so I'm just going to show you the final product now. So I will be right back. Alright folks, I am back. I've got the base essentially done. I'm just getting my little campfire / storage box set up there. Alright, we got the door in place. So let's go ahead and go outside here and take a look at her. So this is how we get in and out of the base, through the tunnel and whatnot. We've got the flagstone wedge tip going into a wedge, going into 2 spikes, 2 rows of spikes all the way around. These corner pieces, you need the full wedge bottom, or the full wedge corner bottom, and the, what the hell is it called here? Hold on, let's do this. So, flagstone wedge full corner bottom, and then flagstone wedge full corner top. That's what you need for the 2 corners here. And that right there is essentially how it is. Now it just really just is up to going through and upgrading these bad boys, which I would highly recommend using a claw hammer for. So, with that being said, this base right here is a very nice defendable base. Once you get these bad boys right here upgraded to 3rd tier wood, actually I would, the best bet to do here, I'll do a little example. As long as you're using these XML files, this is all completely feasible and possible, okay? So we're going to use the iron pick. This is the reason why we got it first. You see how much iron we're getting now, the raw iron. I did decrease the crafting time for scrapping them out to make them into scrap iron, or the black iron, I guess, or just iron in general. So we got a bunch of those. Let's scrap them. We're going to get a holy crap ton amount of them. We don't need dirt. We got already a stack plus of those. So we'll wait for those to scrap up. And let's actually go make ourselves a claw hammer. So we got our hatch. Get rid of that. And there we go. Let's run inside here. We've got 12, which is just enough to make the claw hammer. So we'll go ahead and we'll make the claw hammer. We'll upgrade those guys on the outside. Best bet is to try to upgrade them to tier 2 iron, which is kind of the reddish kind of color. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you the highest tier trap, spike trap at least, that you can do is outside of steel. Because the next upgrade level is steel, basically. I talk a lot with my hands, I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Never really paid too much attention to myself in that when I sit there and talk and all stuff like that, but I'm constantly looking over at OBS here and that, looking at myself, because I actually have my little face cam up here and that. I figured I might as well do the face cam since I use face cam for streaming, so we'll go through here. So you've got that one. That's 3rd tier wood with iron. Scrap iron tier 2. Next tier after that is steel. So here's basically what you're going to do. You're just going to go through and upgrade them to where it's like that all the way around. There we go. Once you get all of those upgraded, I hit that with the shiv earlier. What you can do is you can go through here, upgrade these bad boys to cobblestone with the leftover cobblestone that you have. So this right here, 500 durability compared to 1500 durability. Now, just for an example, let's make a wood frame. Let's put it down. So there's 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. So that's 300 durability. Down to 200 durability. That's 500 durability right there. There's 700 durability after this one right here. And there's 800 durability. So 800 durability for that. Compared to this one right here at 1500 durability. Now when they do break through the 1500 durability, this block's gone compared to the multiple stages that the other one had. So you do have to be somewhat, you know, just pay attention, basically, is what I'm getting at. Just, I couldn't think of the word for it. So that's basically all you need to do. Just go through, get these guys right here upgraded into cobblestone. Get these guys right here upgraded to your final tier as much as you can upgrade them to, all the way around. When the wonderful Horde Knight comes in, as long as you're proactive with murdering the zombies when they come running in and they get their legs taken out. I mean, I actually almost want to go through and upgrade this and get a zombie in here, just so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know where there was one at. I'm sure we can wrangle one up. Let's go see what we can do. This will be a fun way to end this video, is to go out and see if we can't get ourselves in trouble. Actually, let's leave that open so we can make a quick, easy get inside. Let's see if we don't find a zombie somewhere. Now they do run, of course, right now. Hi, buddy. You gonna come get me? Come on. Are you hunting me? You're not even hunting me. Are you hunting me? I'm right here. Right here. Can you see me? You're... Oh, for the love of God. Come on. I'm right here. I just don't want to get freaking hit by her, get stunned, and then get killed. What, this is going to be something easy. Come on, I'm right here. Can you see me? Are you coming? Oh, for the love of God. Alright. Yeah, we're undetected. The freaking AI and these zombies and that. If this was Alpha 14 or Alpha 15, I wouldn't have even had to shoot her. I literally would have been able just to run up over that hill. She would have seen me, and she would have been on me like white on rice. It would have been ridiculous. So we're going to make it to where she sees us, because we are going to come inside of here. We're going to grab one of those. Never mind, I don't have any cloth. So we're just going to grab the torch. And we're going to go walk around with the torch, because light, of course, attracts zombies. So let's go run around over here. Oh, we are hungry, son of a gun. Right here, can you see us? Oh yeah, you see us now. Good. Right? Yeah, you see us. Good. Good zombie. Hopefully that did close. Right here. Come on. This way. Go this way. Oh, your legs are broken out. Oh no, whatever will we do? How about we just jack you in the face? Simple as that. And if you notice, no damage, no damage. She was swinging, but she wasn't hitting anything. Now, I will say this, don't stand too close to the edge here, like where I was standing, like right about here or so. That's a good distance. You don't want to stand too close to it because they can hit through this. just like they can hit through most things that you're able to hit them with, like iron bars and whatnot. You definitely want to make sure to stay a little bit farther away, so you want to stay back a bit. I guess we should probably go like munch something down real quick here. Let's grab you. Let's make a cooking pot. Come on, you can do it. There you go. We got a cooking pot. We'll get some bacon and eggs rolling in this up in here. Come on, just make an egg. Thank you. Eat. That should also raise our wellness. Awesome. And now we're not starving anymore. So I am going to, I believe, call the video here. Oh, here, let me do this real quick and show you what I was talking about the plate. So flagstone plates. Let me go ahead and actually put the torch back out. There we go. So the plates normally sit on the ground like that. What you want to do is you want to do advanced rotation until it faces away from you, then place it. So that'll work. You can build it just like that, but when you get to the part to where you can hook up a generator inside of here with electrical connections, and you get your blade trap up here, that's where a blade trap will go. Every other 2 blocks. So one over there in the corner, one right here, one right here, one right here, and then one over there. The sides connecting next to that is going to be a little bit different because you're going to have to put one here, one here, one here, and I believe somewhere over in this vicinity over here. It's gonna match up differently. So like for example, you'd put one right here, because that one right there is going to stick over, so you can't put it on that corner right there. So you have to put it right here, the one here, the one here. Oh, what am I getting stuck on? Oh, the hatch. I left it open. And then one right here. And then you can do the exact same thing back here that you did up front here. Put them on the corner there, one right here, one right there, one right there, and then one on the corner there. And that'll do complete total base coverage. There won't be any gaps in between the blades, which is the most effective. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I do not know how long this video is going to be, because of course I broke it up into multiple different spots where I kind of took a break and came back. So I seen one of them was around like a half hour already, so I'm kind of afraid to figure out how long this is going to take actually to upload. But thanks again for you guys watching. Hopefully this was a bit informative. If you have any questions, definitely throw it in the comments section below. Like the video, dislike the video, whatever the hell you guys want to do. Like I said, I'm not really looking to do anything crazy with YouTube, especially at the state that YouTube is in right now. But I guess I can give a special shout out to all of you guys, because I know most of you guys are going to watch this, and that are some of my friends that I play with. Hopefully Mr. XB Crafted here and that will also watch it, maybe get some ideas for his base build for his 7 Days to Die playthrough. That would be awesome if he built a base like this. I think he'd be very pleased with it. And of course you can always expand the base. You don't have just this little tiny spot right here. What you do is you go up top here and you build yourself, you know, a nice size base out here. Just quite literally you can come out to like right about here, 1, 2, 3, and then just make a whole nother section up here for crafting and whatnot. You do want to put iron bars on the outside here, of course, to walk around, shoot below, and it also prevents spider zombies from coming up. But we'll cover that later on. We'll hopefully do something like that, and then maybe the next video if I make one. And then we'll get into the blade traps, and I'll do a video on that. So I think I will keep this series kind of going up here, and that we'll kind of get a couple of them going. But for the most part, that's going to be it here. Once again, thanks guys for watching, and if you want to see more, definitely leave it in the comments section below. Have a wonderful time.